Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. With the participation of international physicians, a conference in Muscat discusses the latest news in orthopedic surgery. A United Nations aid convoy reaches the northern Syrian town of Manbij for the first time. And the British Prime Minister is battling to stave off another defeat for the Brexit divorce deal, imploring the EU to make concessions to help her win approval from Parliament. Those were the headlines. Now the news in detail. The annual conference for the Orthopaedic Society Oman 2019 commenced today in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, the Omani Medical Specialities Board, Sultan Qaboos University and the Medical Services of the Sultan's Armed Forces under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Saidi, Minister of Health. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Rabai.
The annual conference of Orthopedic Society that aimed at presenting both basics and the latest development in the world of orthopedics, covering different pathologies that affect bones and joints, have attracted more than 250 participants specialized in the orthopedic field that include surgeons, nurses and physiotherapists from the Sultanate healthcare institutions as well as participants from the GCC countries. The conference provides a platform for attendees to share and exchange the information on the latest progress and highest standards of practices in various areas of orthopedics.
Orthopedics in Oman has a long history dating back to the 80s, and we are very proud of many achievements and excellence in patient management. But times have changed and technology has improved and subspecialties have diversified, and there are new generations of orthopedic surgeons now that we like to bring together and discuss some of the topics that are of particular importance to our practice in Oman and our patients. These challenges that are going to be discussed in this conference focus on four particular areas. One is particularly difficult total joint replacements, focusing mainly on difficulties that are peculiar to this region and as being unique compared to other parts of the world. Problems of the hip joint in children and adolescents, and osteoporosis and bone infections, and also fractures of the pelvis.
The scientific program has been diligently structured to meet the needs of the attendees.
This type of gathering and meetings is essential for every single one of us as surgeons, allied health professionals, to improve our knowledge and also our understanding of orthopedic pathologies. And it's also an opportunity to share knowledge and opinions from different subspecialties.
The 3 days of activities which began yesterday included hands-on workshops and pre-conferences symposia on musculoskeletal rehabilitation and orthopedic nurses.
The first OSO annual conference is basically gathering of the experts to share knowledge and experience which help improving the practice and the knowledge of the future orthopedic residents to provide quality patient care.
The participants will benefit from the professional networking and potential collaboration through different communication means. During the conference activities, the launch of the new identity of the association took place, as well as the award of life achievement was presented to Dr. Wahid Al-Kharousi, who is a pioneer and well-renowned in the orthopedic specialty in Oman. This award will be presented annually. The conference includes exhibition with the Strategic and Technical Information Service, where attendees of the conference can learn much about the next generation of orthopedic devices. The exhibitors are presenting their product and service range of orthopedic technology, from materials, designs, manufacturing plants to consultancy. These kind of conferences with such gathering of experts in various orthopedic areas do play a pivotal role in promoting scientific knowledge and ideas in the field of specialty that boost quality of orthopedic healthcare services in the Sultanate. From Hormuz Grand Hotel, I'm Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
The United Nations said that a convoy carrying aid for 50,000 people reached the northern Syrian city of Manbij, the first such delivery from government-held territory. The UN and the Syrian Arab Red Crescent sent 37 trucks loaded with 862 metric tons of food, non-food items, educational materials, nutrition and medical supplies. The UN said the delivery would cover the food needs of 50,000 people for approximately 30 days and provide enough medicine and medical supplies to treat 81,000 people. China's foreign minister said today that the US-North Korea summit in Vietnam last week was an important step towards denuclearization on the Korean peninsula. Foreign Minister Wang Yi said during an annual meeting of China's ceremonial legislature that the talks between President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un were worthy of full recognition. He encouraged the two countries to remain patient and noted that many issues concerning the peninsula cannot be solved overnight. British Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt said history would review the UK and the European Union badly if they mismanage Britain's exit from the bloc. Britain is due to leave the EU on March 29th, but British lawmakers have rejected Prime Minister Theresa May's deal. She is now seeking legally binding changes before she takes her divorce deal back for a second vote in Parliament by March 12th. Hunt said that today history will judge both sides very badly if we get this wrong. We want to remain the best of friends with the EU, and that means getting this agreement through in a way that doesn't inject poison into relations for many years to come.
We want to ensure that EU citizens who live in here.
Still to come in our news bulletin. Spring season in Wakhan village in the Walaya of Nakal starts with apricot flowers and other fruit varieties.
Why is competition good for businesses? Businesses compete in things like price, quality and service to win new customers who could be other businesses as well as consumers. Being competitive can mean more customers choose you rather than your rivals. But when businesses collude and don't compete, this can lower down the quality and service, and the consumers paying more than they should. This is an unlawful practice and can stop consumers from getting more options on goods and services with better quality and better prices. That's why the Competition Protection and Monopoly Prevention Law was issued to regulate the freedom of practicing any economic activities and stabilize the principles of the market rules and freedom of pricing in such manner that the same shall not restrict competition, prevent the same or be negatively affected, thereby to benefit consumers, businesses and the national economy. Breaching any of the law's clauses could lead to prison sentences and fines up to 100,000 Omani Riyals. The punishment can also include paying 10% of the total annual sales of the products subject of the violation, as well as damage to the business's reputation. Help us in preventing anti-competitive activities by contacting the following numbers. And to know more about the law and the prohibited activities, please visit our website www.cmc.om. Competition Protection and Monopoly Prevention Center.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Citizens of Wadi Al Sami in the Walaya of Kabora are waiting for the completion of the Al Dawahata Al Baraka road. It will connect the two villages at the distance of around 3 kilometers. The area is a beautiful place with great tourism potential. The project is one of the most difficult internal roads in the Walaya. It is in its 6th year without completion. Citizens of the Walaya urged the bodies concerned to speed up the work of the project. These bodies attributed the delay to the complicated and difficult topographical nature of the area. Wakan village in the Walaya of Nakal is a touristic site throughout the year due to its moderate temperatures and high mountains more than 2,000 feet above sea level. The place is characterized with eye-catching natural scenes and tranquility. It is famous for many kinds of fruit such as grapes and apricots. With the advent of the spring season, the village is attracting more visitors and tourists from inside and outside the Sultanate. A tourist information centre helps visitors to know and enjoy this amazing touristic site. The activities of Seeb Beach Carnival started in the area with wide participation from various segments of society in the Walaya of Seeb and other neighbouring Walayas. The event includes various sport and entertainment activities in addition to a shopping corner including handicraft and homemade products. Various public and private establishments are taking part in the event. It aims to activate internal tourism activities in the Sultanate and build partnership among them to enhance this sector. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the coast of the Arabian Sea. Winds will be southwesterly to south, light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.5 metres. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. With the participation of international physicians, a conference in Muscat discusses the latest means of orthopaedic surgery. A United Nations aid convoy reaches the northern Syrian city of Manbij for the first time. And the British Prime Minister is battling to stave off another defeat for the Brexit divorce deal, imploring the EU to make concessions to help her win approval from Parliament. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.